Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to Mercury Farms, where there's a great demand in the livestock market. For what? I have no idea. I'm too busy harvesting some barley in our tree field. We're going to get a headland done on this and then hire a ye old worker to hopefully harvest this while we're over putting down some digestate in the livestock market field. So we can turn around and get some sunflower in that before I go to bed this evening. That's kind of my plan. So yeah, when we wake up in the morning, the sunflowers will have grown a little bit, I think, I hope. But this field here definitely needs to be harvested. I mean, it's been sitting here for a while. I don't know if I need the straw or not. I haven't checked on my stats too much since I got back here to see what's going on. I do know the cows need to be fed. Not this evening, but definitely in the morning. We'll have to go around and take care of the animals. The cows, yeah, they're in the red. I do know for sure I do need to cut some grass. Not this episode, but probably next episode. We'll have to get right on cutting some grass and making some hay to make some more Total Mix rations. We should have more than enough to feed the cows, but I want to buy more cows for this farm to produce more milk so we can get more cash. Because now we know this farm, I should say, is going to be the sugar daddy for buying fields on the northwest for the next few weeks. Yeah, I need like 600 grand right now to buy or come close to one of those big fields on the northwest. That's kind of my goal right now in this farm. So yeah, we got $470,000 to go, so just around the corner. But you know, I do have a good amount of milk to sell. We have some eggs, probably some wool as well, and of course we got some crops. This barley here, I think we're selling the barley. I think that was my kind of idea. We just did some barley because we haven't done some in a while. Yeah, I think we got wheat for the chickens. And now I don't have enough room. I can't even, with barley, I can't make it around the field once, apparently. I wonder if my truck can sneak alongside here. Let's see here. So I already got the Dutesfire and the T8 over at the livestock market field. They're all set and kind of ready to rock and roll. You know what? Let's be a little stupid here. I don't think I'm going to be able to unload. No, the pipe is over here. I think we're fine. It was the same. Yeah, the Dutesfire and the T8 are already over by the livestock market field. They're ready to go, all set up. Kind of. And we fit in here just fine. So while I'm laying digestate down there, and when the tank is empty, I don't need the truck because we got the. Does it show on the map? Yeah, it does right here. The digestate storage right here. So hopefully this holds 250,000 liters. I think it's 250,000, and our tank is already full. So hopefully, we can get all that done without running that tank empty. It would really suck if I got to put like another digestate storage over there. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think they're only like 15 grand. Like I said, I'm trying to save up for fields on the northwest to help pay off that loan, which we paid off a little bit. This field needs lime, does it? Does it really? Yeah, it does. As we paid off a little bit of that loan, I did not sleep overnight yet to see how much it took off from on the interest payments. But I'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Alright, so I realize with the barley, I'm probably going to be going back and forth quite a lot. So I probably won't be able to do a time lapse because you'll see me jumping around from tractor to harvester to filling up. So yeah, but I don't think it's going to take us too long to throw digestate down. And then once I get a good head start, I'll grab the T8 and set him off on a worker to start seeding in some sunflower for us. Because like I said, I definitely want to get in today. I think that's canola or soybean that we have over there. I don't remember now. So let's see how this worker gets along with the tree in the middle of the field. Hire a worker there. Alright, he is good to go. Let's jump right up and over here. Yeah, our beautiful Deuce Fire. Okay, so I definitely need to get a headland done. So let's lower that down. And then turn this on. And we are burning rubber at a wonderful 10 miles an hour. And I'm going to chew through this digestate pretty quickly. Like I said, we do have 250,000 liters, so I'm hoping... I mean, that refills me like 10 times. Somewhere in that area. And then once I get to the other side, I am going to set up GPS. Because why wouldn't you? Now, I have been hearing some things about GPS. Now that Seasons is kind of out, the guy that's making the guidance steering system, if you want to call it that, he's going to get back to kind of working on the guidance steering system. But from what he says, he does not expect it to come out to console yet. So, yeah, if you're on console thinking, oh, I'd like to have GPS, he's not saying it won't come out to console, but also he's saying right now there is also no plans for it to do so. Because the guidance steering system is all script, and consoles do not like script. And it's kind of bad that that farming sim has not kind of like added GPS into the game. Because most modern tractors do have GPS on them. Alright, so there is our guidance steering lined up. Now to back this guy up here. I keep turning the wrong way, but that's fine. This should line me up relatively easily. Turning our sprayer back on to get that little corner there, so I am wasting some, but we got lots of digestate to go through. I forgot how much I have at the BGA. And pretty soon we'll be empty, but I just have to go right over there to grab some. Hopefully. Up, turn that off. Fold that in. Now hopefully I can fill directly from the tank to here. I would assume so, but you never know. I have yet to use it. Obviously I did fill it, so I know that does work. Yes, I probably should have put the tank on the outside of the fence over here, but you know, I kind of felt better by putting it into my own parking area. There's only 140,000 liters in here. Why? Why is there only 140,000 liters in there? I thought I put... so must be only put 2 tanks in there and got sidetracked. But I do believe... Is that considered a silo? Nope, that's wrong. What is that considered? Is it a miscellaneous kind of a thing? Mods everywhere. Slurry digestate storage does hold 250,000. Yeah, so I just got lazy apparently. Well, that's gonna sting a little bit. I think what I was doing was I was because the tanker for this digestate slurry is at the BGA. I probably went to the cow barn and grabbed some slurry and brought it to the BGA to sell, and then I was going to fill up the tank with digestate and then bring it over, and I logged out and forgot what I was doing. Yeah, so that happened. So I may not have enough here. But we'll get done what we can get done. Let me just say it that way. It's kind of weird when you put digestate on the field, how the ground texture looks off in the far distance that's not rendered. Looks weird. Alright, so lower that. And turn on the sprayer. Yeah, so definitely want to put some sunflowers down. I don't know how big a yield will be in this field, but as we know, sunflowers on this map sell pretty good on hard economy. So that's why we're going with some sunflowers. It will be a couple days, obviously, before we can harvest them. Once they're ready for harvest, I'm harvesting just to see how much we can get. But also, if the market sucks for them, then they're going right into storage. I probably should also mention that I did harvest some canola just south of our wash station, that little triangular field there. I just ripped through that in about a minute and a half after recording last time. So, that field's ready. So I ripped through that field, harvested it, and that's about it. I have not, I have not reseeded it at all. And I'm starting to think, for how much time I've been wasting over here, I'm pretty sure my harvester, I would assume, is. Did I miss that he was 80% full and that he was full? Because I would assume by now he should have been full. I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to check here after I get done with this row and then try to do a little bit of a headland here. Nope, that's turning the wrong way. I realize I don't have enough to get to the other end, but just as long as I can get somewhat of a headland done here. Just to make it a little bit easier for us to turn around. But when I bought this injector and it said 36 meters, I'm like, wow, that's huge. That's going to get this field done in a hurry. Then you come over here and you realize this field is bigger than I thought it was. I mean, I know it's a big field, but I think I say that a lot sometimes when I work in a big field. It's like, oh, that field it's a decent sized field. Then you start bringing some implements in, tractors and whatnot. Then you start realizing that's a huge field. All right, while you're filling up, sir, let's go overhead. He is blinking, and he is stopped. So, yeah, I completely missed the messages that he was 80% full, and then full completely. I'm like, barley, he should be filling up rather fast. So, yeah, we're going to have lots of straw, and I got to, definitely straw, hay, and I do believe we got plenty of silage. Well, I shouldn't say we got plenty of silage. We got plenty of chaff at the BGA that is compacted and ready to go. But our corn / maize field that makes chaff is ready to be harvested once again for it. So I think when we harvest that again and then put it into the BGA, I'll probably cover it up then, because I'll have pretty close to 1 million something. Oh, I want to say like 1.2 million or 1.4 million, somewhere in there. So the canola field I'm talking about that I just harvested is trying to remember how these fields go. These two fields right here. This field, what is it? Is that barley or wheat? That is wheat. And how much wheat do we have? Do I need to be keeping any barley for the chickens? No, I got plenty of wheat, so the barley is going to be sold today. $4.49 at Windmill Hill and Rising. I like that. I like it a lot. So the cows, like I said, they need a little bit of attention. They should be fine overnight. This is not season, so I shouldn't have to worry about wake up in the morning and saying, anyone want some hamburger? Alright, put you back on the helper. Let me move my truck so you don't get confused when you come back up. Alright, so back on over, where am I? Should be here somewhere. Alright, I'll work on the headland going back. And with the two headlands done, this job should start going just a little bit faster. And I can almost, I think when I work my way back down the field again. Whoops, what am I doing? I need to do the headland. When I work my way back down the field again, maybe maybe next time I refill, I'll get the T8 going and he can start planting in the sunflower. Alright, as you watch my wonderful backup skills that I have. The problem with my backup skills is sometimes I just hit the pedal too hard and go too fast. And then when I come to a stop, I let go of the steering wheel and then my tractor just goes everywhere. One thing I've noticed playing with mods a lot and having adjusted speeds a little bit higher when you use base game stuff sometimes, and I mean this is not really that slow, but it seems that way. So yeah, so you can see off in the distance how the field that looks like grass because I put digestate down. I know that's my field. It's out of the render distance. I'm surprised the render distance isn't. I shouldn't say render distance because we can see kind of far, so I don't know how that's actually working in Farming Simulator. I mean, I got max settings on everything here. Alright, I'm just trying to get myself some room here. Turn this guy around. Turn on my guidance steering system. And back to putting some digestate down. Yeah, I'm not going to make it back up to the top, so... But I think next time, like I said, we go refill, I'll get the T8 ready to go, because I don't think he's going to catch up to us, because we're like 4 times the working width than what he is. Although he shouldn't have to stop for anything. Yep, we're almost empty once again. Yeah, the working width on this is fine. It's, oh man, that tank. Part of me wants to go and mod that tank just a little bit. Yeah, make it hold this a little bit more. I mean, this dude's far with this high horsepower. Imagine making that hold 70,000 liters. I mean, that's not realistic. That tank can't really hold 70,000 liters, but... I mean, that'd be 3 times the capacity. Yeah, definitely help us out from running back and forth. Although, we're not going that far. Alright, so while he's filling up, let's grab the Dude's Fire. Not Dude's Fire, my T8. That's what you get when you paint them all the same color, Peanut. I know, but I like doing that. Alright, so I got them all set for sunflowers. And really, if he passes, I think I can still fertilize if he passes us. So I'm not too concerned about it. With the T8 and this seed drill, I do not need to do a headland at all. I just need to make sure that we cover the entire field here. So I am paying some worker fees. How are you doing, worker F here? How did you do around the tree? Looks like you're going to miss this piece right here, which is reasonable. I can accept that. But I'm pretty sure sooner than later. So probably next time I go to refill, I'll have to run over and take care of our harvester, because I'm sure he's going to be full by then. Let's unfold this guy one more time. Well, not one more time, but again. Yeah, never lock on GPS when you're going fast, because he does that kind of a thing. There we go. Lower the boom, which then slows you down to 10 miles an hour, even though it's not turned on, but the boom is activated. Well, I'm going to continue on with this for a little while. I'm hoping that the TA can get this all seeded before dark. We got a couple more hours, but I'm not going to bed until he does. We got plenty of things to do around the farm anyways, because I've been gone for quite a while. Obviously, we got straw to pick up as well. But let me get more of this work done in this beautiful livestock market field. And we'll see how our progress has come along. And there goes my harvester saying he needs some help. Don't we all? So I've been doing the multitasking kind of thing. As you can see, I got the trailer here that I can unload the harvester into. I've been taking the Volvo truck. I had to grab the Volvo truck and head to the BGA to grab a tank full of digestate because, obviously I ran out. But we're just about done there as well. The slurry tanker or digestive tanker is filling up. And one more pass of that and we'll be done. The TA is just about halfway done on the field, so he's getting along pretty good. I mean, like I said, I'm hoping it doesn't go too far into the night. You're going to go fine. So he's back onto a worker there. You can see the TA is there. You can see how far I've kind of made it. But we should be fine from here on out. 1, 2, 3 sets of lights. I want them all on, please. But 7:30 in the evening. That's when it starts to get dark. The dusk hour. But definitely I'm not going to bed until that T8's finished. Probably take them a couple more in-game hours. Once I get done with this field, I can keep myself busy by picking up straw. Obviously, I would have Frank do it, but he's not here, so it's my chore. All right, lower down. Yeah, so if I did fill up that digestate holding tank, I would have had no problem. No problem. So in the future, as long as I come over here and that tank is full, and this tank on the tractor is full as well, I have more than enough to do the field. It's not a problem. And I'm hoping I have enough to get to the other end of the field. I should. Maybe. I think. But either way, we'll have this field, before we go to bed tonight, it'll be seeded and double fertilized. And then we'll just have to, do some weed maintenance at some point. We're going to sell some barley tonight as well because the price was going up. I haven't checked that in a while, but I'm sure... it's going to stop at some point. It's getting up there in price, which is good for us, but I can't see it getting much higher than 500. But I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe we'll go in there and it'll be like $7,000 per 1,000 liters. That'd be like a dream. But definitely need to get to bed. And first thing in the morning, grab the Case Puma, grab our Volvo truck, head over to the animal farm, which means the cows and the chickens. Got to feed the cows. We should have enough total mixed ration to get through for a few days. And then tomorrow at the end of the game day, definitely got to cut that grass to make some hay. I'm not going to make it to the end. You're going to make me just shy. Well, if that isn't a kick on the groin. But I have enough here, so I don't have to go back to the BGA and grab some more, which is fine. The TA actually is, like I said, is getting along better than I thought he was going to. I never timed myself. I don't think I seeded this field when it's this big myself to see how long it actually took. Up and around here. But I am going to finish off this field right here. Meaning spraying digestate into it. And I got to move some of these tractors back around, bring the Volvo truck back around. And I'll probably see you when we're selling some barley. And then we'll head to bed at some point. Might be just a little bit late of an evening for us. Well, I stayed up late because we're getting rather close to midnight. But finally the price at Windmill Hill has creeped to an end, and we're going to get 529 per 1,000. Yes, that's much more than I thought I would get, but I'm happy with that. The TA obviously did finish seeding the sunflower in the livestock market field, and while I was at it and kind of just killing some time, I said, you know what, that field, that canola that I harvested off camera, I'm going to seed that with sunflower off camera. So I got kind of 2 fields with sunflowers in it. Let's go ahead and no, back up. Almost, I did not collect any hay, any straw at all. It was just one, it was kind of on the dark side, obviously, and 2, I didn't feel like it, so I didn't. So yeah, that's that. So $35,000 of barley off that field, not bad at all. Bring us up to 172. Time to bring this truck down at the animal farm, as we call it, because in the morning we're going to be taking care of our animals. I already got the case puma up here ready to go. I am keeping an eye on the egg prices and the milk prices, and the wool price not so much. I got a decent amount of wool. We sold it not long ago, so we don't have that much. The eggs, I got I think maybe like 13 full pallets and a lot of mixed matching stuff as we go. But as of right now, the prices aren't the best, so let's go ahead. Oh wait, I almost went to the wrong home. We live here now. Yeah, so we're going to sleep 7, I think 8 hours would be good. Don't need to get that early. Biogas income 22,000, property income 16,000, over $200,000 in the bank account. 400,000 to go. No weeds in this field at all yet. That's good. Is this field ready for harvest? No. This one we know it is. Yeah, so this field here has sunflowers in it as well, but that's what we're not going to get ready to do this morning. And obviously our corn up there, I need to get up there and chaff that at some point. No, the case puma is here. So I do have 180,000 liters of mixed rations ready to go. The cows didn't run out of food, did they, overnight? I don't think they would. Nah, they're fine. They're filthy, just like all the animals are. But we're going to take care of the animals. Now, this front loader actually is, technically by the description in the shop, this front loader attachment for this case puma is too small, but it seems to work. So if it's, if something's, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So let's go ahead and clean up the cows first. I need to get back to selling their manure because I got like over 210,000 liters of manure sitting there. We do need the manure for the greenhouses and the orchards, but really, I don't need that much manure. That's why I got the belt over here, and probably what we're going to do a little bit off camera is sell some of that manure. Like I said, the only problem with the way the manure works in this cow barn is I think there's like I think I mentioned this before, there's like 12,000 liters in there. It doesn't have it all there, and every, I think, is it either 5 minutes or 15 minutes some new manure spawns in, so it just takes a while to fill up a 90,000 liter trailer. Someone keeps leaving that log there. There we go. There's our chickens and our cows cleaned up. I gave the chickens some water last night, so they should be fine on that front. And now we're going to rush on down and take care of the sheep. This is one thing that's good. The other, the AgroStar Dude Spire that we had, it was fine. I mean, but the top speed was 24. So when it came time to come down to take care of the sheep or transport some manure around to fill up the greenhouses, whatever, it just, didn't have the horsepower and the speed to make myself happy. There is our sunflowers. That's why I wanted to plant them, getting them last night. So first thing in the morning, first growth stage approved. Yeah, ready to go. That is going to be nice in another day or so. I got to fill up that as well in my off time. 3 trailer loads would be good. It seems like I'm having no problem with the bucket loader on the Case Puma, but I had, I don't know, some issues with the AgroStar getting it flush to the ground somehow. Don't know. That's all working well. That's all of my animals cleaned up. Yeah, I gotta, yeah. 3 maps at once, I gotta scratch my head once in a while. I'm like, wait a minute, where's my pigs? Wait a minute, I don't have pigs on this map. And you know what? I may not do pigs ever again. But I mean, meaning keeping the ones that we already have. But when I start a new map, I have no desire to like, hey, let's do pigs. No. It's a lot of work, and it seems like you're making a lot of money, but that's a lot of crop that you're feeding the pigs. And I know some people probably have done some math on it. It's like, yeah, you're really not making much cash off the pigs. But you know, sometimes I do it just for the fun. Yeah, let's run into your brick. Come on, not low enough. Are we low enough now? There we go. And as we noticed with the Case Puma, I did not have any problems with weight on it. But then again, I haven't filled the bucket full yet. Why am I not connected to that? Did I somehow disconnect that, not knowing it? Alright, so this may take a few seconds to fill up. Yeah, so we definitely need, for the mixer, as we can see here, the straw. I think I'm just going to pick up a lot of straw and put some in here. And silage, I got a decent amount of silage, but we got some silage at the BGA that taking care of it. Of course, hay, yeah, we got none. Oh wow, that was quick. It's already full. Sweet. All right, so while that's unloading, I'm not really going to check the stats of that. How are they on? They're good on water. Straw, well, we're going to be collecting it, so I'll top them off when I do that. So the cows should be fine here in a little while. The sheep, how are they doing? Well, we know they're clean. I just cleaned them out. They're good on water and hay. And the chickens, cleanliness and water. Probably when we harvest that wheat, harvest the wheat down here, I'll run the wheat up here and top them off. So overall, our animals are looking good. And we'll give them the last of the Tilmix rations. I do want to buy more cows for this farm. The question is, do I buy more cows now? I think it has to wait and see. I don't know when I'm going back to the Pacific Northwest here. I don't know if I'm going to spend 3 days here, they go back to the Northwest for 3 days, or stay here for 4. I think it all depends on how the upper right-hand corner goes, meaning the cash. I mean, if I get close to 600,000, I may stay here an extra day if I know I can get it, before I head back to the Northwest, transfer some money over, and buy another field. But also, I don't want to buy another field unless the other farmers already put some crops in it, if you know what I'm saying. I assume you guys are going to take all of this food, which is fine. Which is more than fine. While that's filling up, let's obviously take a look at some things here. As we scroll on down, egg prices. 1956. That was a good year. I have no idea if it was, but sounds good. 1956. Yeah, it might be time to sell some eggs. 13.16 on the milk. We can hold off on that. And nothing else here, really. The wool. I mean, like I said, I don't have that much wool, but the eggs. Yeah, I think we're going to... I may start next episode off by selling some eggs. How do the cows come out here? How are the moo cows looking? Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I'll hold them off for like 6 days, we'll just say, because yeah, we got 4 more cows coming in 8 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, they can keep producing more milk. But we are up to, well, exactly 100 cows. I'm like, okay, 25 times 4. My brain paused for a second, like, you can figure it out, right? Yeah, I can. Yeah, so these are our egg pallets. So at 1956, we got 5 full ones here. Take my word for it, I got 6 full ones right over there where my cursor is kind of pointing. And we got random ones here that are almost full. I mean, I'm going to take all that I can and maybe leave an extra pallet back behind so the eggs don't spawn. Yeah, we got plenty of eggs. That is going to really help us out getting to our $600,000 goal before we head back to the northwest. Yeah, that's great. And of course, obviously, the things I need to do otherwise is I will probably pick up the straw in between episodes. I got a lot of work to do in between episodes. I want to fill up the storage down here so I don't forget like this time. I kind of looked at buying this grass field. That's $166,000, which I do have. Excuse me, 155. I don't really need it. So yeah, I think we'll start like the next episode by selling off those eggs. And then, yeah, it's time to make some hay. By then I should have some extra straw in here. I'll top off the cows' bedding with some straw. We'll get some hay, obviously, and put it into here. The sheep are fine for a while. And just so we can... Oh, I was like, what? I got a fuel pump at the BGA? That's the vehicle shop, Peanut. Very good. Let's turn on the HUD so I can see how much ruddy silage I have. Not much. 33,000 liters of ruddy silage to go. Yeah, so we'll sell eggs, make some hay, which won't take too long. And then I think what I need to do is we need to come over here with our forage harvester Russell Mash and take care of this corn and get it into the pit. We'll compact it and cover that up. So we'll have 1.4 million liters of silage at some point. And I could either sell it and sell some and keep the rest. 'Cause I don't really need I don't need that much silage. But yeah, some calculations will have to go in my head in between episodes, I think. Maybe while I'm picking up some straw and getting the eggs kind of ready for sale. Yeah, I think that's what that's a plan, Stan. And that's where we're gonna leave it for today, guys. So that's gonna do it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, here comes the traffic. And I'll catch you next time on Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.